Hello and welcome to Discovering Grayslake, unveiling the stories and people that make our town so unique. I'm your host, David Wool, and I'm thrilled to bring you this new podcast that explores fascinating stories and experiences of local business owners and community leaders, right here where we call home. Grayslake Rehabilitation Center is a community-based private practice physical therapy provider. Do you know they have 13 clinical providers with various levels of specialties, including orthopedics, sports, neurology, vestibular, geriatrics, pelvic floor, and aquatic? What? Did I just say they have a pool? Well, they do, and it's the largest indoor warm water pool in Lake County, featuring 2 underwater treadmills and swim currents. And recently added clinical treatment specialties, in layman's terms, shockwave. They have both radial and focus units that are the newest tool in regenerative medicine, available to everyone. They pride themselves on the most current and up-to-date specialized care to keep you moving. If you're looking for physical therapy, make sure to see our friends at Grayslake Rehabilitation. 1 minute, your world is normal. The next, it's gone. A flood, a fire, a crime scene. Your home shattered. Your business shut down. Your life on pause. But in the darkest hour, when chaos knocks at your door, that's when Serve Pro of Northwest Lake County shows up. Not just a company, not just a cleanup crew, but neighbors, parents, coaches, locals who care. Drake and his team aren't just restoring properties. They're restoring peace, restoring dignity, restoring lives. So when your worst day arrives, call the oh no guy who becomes your thank God guy. Serve Pro of Northwest Lake County. Locally owned, nationally known, unshakably trusted. From devastation to restoration. Serve Pro, Northwest Lake County. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Discovering Grayslake. I am on location today, and if you haven't been here yet, you need to get here. We're at we're going to call this the area's Grayslake's newest bar restaurant?
Greatest, newest sports bar.
Sports bar, mm-hmm. Yes. I am at Ballers, and if you're not familiar where Ballers is at, Ballers, we're right on Route 45. We're next to the luxury car wash deal, kind of hidden a little bit behind the Dunkin' Donuts. So if you come back here, it might be a little bit of a challenge to find, but it'll be worth it. So why don't you guys introduce yourself? And I'm very happy to be here. Thanks for meeting me on a Monday morning, by the way, too.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. I am Brittany. I am a co-owner of the bar.
And I am Amar. Pronounced Hummer, like the SUV. Take the H off.
Drop the
Hummer.
Well, thank you very much. So as we walked in, too, we were kind of giggling because we said, I kind of cornered them to record fast here for me, and then we realized it's Monday morning. They've been working 7 days a week, so I appreciate your time, first of all.
Absolutely. I told him this morning, I said, why would you schedule this first thing on a Monday morning after working 4 complete weeks straight, open to close?
Because Dave's a pain in the ass. That's probably a good answer. Okay, so let's just start with here because, first of all, I want to talk about name. I want to talk about why Ballers, and then I want to find out how we got here, but I think it's a good place to start.
So we came up with the name Ballers once. It relates heavily to all type of sports, and also it's the way that we choose to live our lives. So if you come into our store, our shirts say Ballers on it, and it gives you the meaning. So B for believe. So always believe in yourself. Always believe in your goals and your dreams. And then the A is for achieve. Achieve your goals and dreams. Work hard. Don't ever give up. Don't ever let anything get in your way. And L for learn. Learning is the key to success. Knowledge is power. So this is the first time that I've been in the restaurant industry, and it's just a constantly learning new things every day. And there's nothing that you can't achieve if you just want to just learn more and more about it, right? And then the other L is love. Love yourself and always keep your head up. So don't let people say you can't do it, or don't let negative things, get you down. If you believe in yourself, if you love yourself, then nothing's going to get in your way.
Amen. Looking for a car dealer that actually feels like your hometown? Welcome to City Chevrolet of Grayslake, where the vibe is friendly, the pressure is off, and you'll always be treated like family. Meet Anthony Scala. He's just not the owner. He's a guy that grew up in the car business, worked his way from porter to owner. Anthony believes in people first. That's why City Chevy sponsors your kids' teams, your town events. And matter of fact, this show, they give back every chance they get. Anthony thinks that the experience of buying a car should be fun. No pressure, just honest people who care. Whether you need a new Chevy, a quality used car, or just service you can trust, City Chevy is here for you. Come visit City Chevrolet of Grayslake right off of 120. And thank you for sponsoring our town, our stories, our voice. Let's get after it, Grayslake.
Yep, and then enjoy. Enjoy life and enjoy what you do. I feel that if you're doing something and you truly enjoy it, you're going to give it your all, and you're never going to give up. And then respect. Respect is earned and not given. So the way that we believe that you can earn respect is by giving respect, right? So I've been taught from a young age, respect everyone equally, whether it's the janitor or the CEO. Treat them all the same. Treat them equally. And respect takes you a long way in life. And we believe that, you follow these simple guidelines, and that ultimately leads to success. Yes. And success is not always monetary. Success is also measured in happiness. So, that's just the way that we feel that you should live your life, and you'll be happy.
Wow, and what a great way to start the show like this. It's great. No, there's extremely positive things, and we laugh all the time that when people start businesses, you put your heart and soul in things, but having integrity and beliefs behind what you do can really make the difference between success or failure.
Yep, right? It's a huge difference. So that's why we believe that everyone that comes here, whether it's just someone next door or whether it's a star athlete from the Chicago Bears, we're going to treat them the same way. And every human should be treated the same way. And that's what they're going to get at Ballers.
Absolutely. It's kind of cool. I like talking to people, especially because I think I came in here. I was one of your first couple days that you were open. My buddy and I came here. We wanted to have a burger and a beer. And it's always nice to see the way you're treated. And from what you guys are talking about, we were treated awesome first coming in. And I know you guys must have been frazzled a little bit too, especially the first couple days open, right?
Yeah, it took us a lot to get here. We had a lot of people telling us we were crazy. This is never going to work. This is a terrible location. Why would we want to get into the restaurant industry? You're going into a recession. It's too much work, not enough get back.
Now, see, somebody says that to me, I think you're barking up the right tree. I think you're right. As soon as everybody's telling you no, right? You might be doing something right.
Well, that's mine and Brittany's personality, is when someone says you can't do it,
watch.
All right, hold my beer. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, this restaurant, this bar, this is not for us to prove a point to anybody. This is a dream that me and Brittany had 20 years ago when we used to work together at Allstate in the office, right? Brittany and I both love sports. We're very passionate about football. We can sit there and watch football from 11 in the morning to 11 at night and just enjoy it, right? So this is more of a dream for us, not so we can prove it to anyone else that we can do it.
Right. Okay, so wait, you meet 20 years ago at Allstate in an office. So give everybody a little backstory on how this, with no restaurant experience, right? So just walk me through how everything happens there.
So 20 years ago, we worked at Allstate, Woodridge, CIC, and they happened to put Amar's desk next to mine. Well, if anybody knows him, that's about to make your day either incredibly hilarious or incredibly annoying, depending on the day.
Right.
He would throw stuff over the wall of our cubicle at me while I was on the phone with customers. But we were best friends back then. We hung out all the time. And then I had a going away party that he chose not to attend as I moved back home to PA.
Well, in my defense, I thought if I don't go to the going away party, that she wouldn't leave.
Oh.
It didn't work out that way.
It worked in reverse. Okay, so going away party.
So I moved back home. Over the years, we had talked back and forth. He had asked me to move back out on one other occasion for one of his other businesses, and I turned it down. He contacted me in end of September, beginning of October, and said he bought a spot for a sports bar and restaurant. And my exact words to him were, "What the hell did you do that for?"
And her exact words for that was, because I've never been in the restaurant or the sports bar industry, right? So I had absolutely no clue what I was doing, but the opportunity presented itself, and I picked up this location mainly because I grew up in Palatine, and I used to drive, to Gurney Mills all the time, Six Flags all the time, and I have friends in Lindenhurst and Grayslake. So I know the area, and I knew it was a good area, right?
Absolutely.
And I know it's a growing area. So when my agent presented me this location, I said, sure, why not? And then after I signed the paperwork and everything, I'm like, I don't know a damn thing about running a restaurant. What am I going to do? So I see Brittany on, Facebook, just scrolling through Facebook. I'm like, wait a minute. I think this is my way to get her back where she belongs. So I contacted her and I said, hey, I got this restaurant. Why don't you come on out here and let's do a partnership on this? Because Brittany, even though we worked at Allstate, she's always had a second job, at restaurants and bars, managing and stuff. So she had the experience, and I had the business experience. So I thought together we could be a power couple.
Yeah. How hard was that to talk you into doing?
It took several months.
Okay. Wait, so he already has the place purchased.
Uh-huh.
So are you just waiting on Brittany to say yes?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Okay.
Took several months and a trip to Erie to convince me, because I always said I was never moving back this way. I wanted to move south. If I was going to open a bar, it would be in Florida where I could be on the beach.
Okay. We're taking a quick break just to say hello because everybody knows Nano, and Nano knows real estate. And actually, I believe that's the name of her Instagram page. So if you're looking to buy a home, sell a home, or know somebody in the market for a home, contact Nano from Baird & Warner. She's a Grayslake girl helping out Grayslake people.
And so it took him...
You took a wrong turn somewhere, honey.
I did, yeah. I definitely ended up in the wrong location.
With the right person.
Right, exactly. All right, so dare I say, is this a business relationship, or is this a romantic business situation? Because I don't think anybody, are you looking that hard to get her to run the restaurant? Is there an ulterior motive there?
All right, so, okay, let's go.
We are recording.
All
Sorry.
right.
The first time I met you guys, I had to know.
So 20 years ago, when we were at Allstate, we were with other people. But the thing is, there was a thing there back then, And then I never acted on it. She never acted on it. She moved away. And then when we started talking in October, we're like, what if we had hooked up? And it just remained a big what if. So when she came back, then we kind of answered that what if. So we are together.
That's awesome.
So
it's a baller move to buy a bar or restaurant just to try to get her to come here. That's a good move.
Yeah.
It got her home, didn't it?
Such a Prince Charming. Here, have a business that you have to work 90 hours a week at. But come home.
But he didn't mention that part where he said, and you're going to work every single day. This is
Right.
going to be awesome.
It's going to be great in the summertime.
But in all seriousness, everyone that's owned their own business knows the first year, 2 years, you are there, open to close. And it's just what it is, right? If it was easy to open a business, everybody would have one.
Absolutely would.
Right? It takes a different type of grind to be in this, and it's
not
hard.
for everybody.
It's not. It's hard. And there's a lot of people that'll be like, I can never own a business. I enjoy my 9 to 5. I enjoy my weekends off. I enjoy health insurance. I enjoy going on vacation, not having to think about what's going on back home.
A guaranteed paycheck?
And the guaranteed paycheck.
Yeah.
So, Brittany, I respect her so much, and I just have so much admiration for her that she's been here. We're in week 5 now, open to close every single day, and she even lets me get out of here. She's like, all right, go take a break 3 hours, but she won't, right?
Let's see.
And so I do admire her a lot for that. I do give her a lot of props for that.
Well, and I love that you guys are here, because I think the things that really make bars and restaurants great, right, is when you walk in and you feel like home, right? When you recognize customers recognize you, it just makes it so much more comfortable experience for everyone, right, to come in. And that's success, right? That's how you build it.
And that's another reason why I wanted to be in this type of setting, right? Because this is how you build loyal customers, right? We love that loyal customer base when they come in and we're like, hey, John, hey, Tom, hey, Carol, whatever, right? We want to know everybody by name, because that makes it comfortable for us. It makes it comfortable for them. And it also leads to longevity in business when you build a loyal customer base. So, our only downfall is the location. We're kind of hidden in the back and, hard to see from the road. But once we get known and once we get established, we want to build that long-term customer base.
Right. So Grayslake, anybody listening, let's not make this the best kept secret. Come over and say hi. Oh, also, before we start recording, I want to mention this because we'll mention it a couple times. But so as I sat down, they wanted to offer our listeners 10% off your bill when you come here. All you have to do is mention the podcast. But maybe we'll throw a key word in here that they have to mention so they just don't find that. It's like a free coupon. You got to listen to this. I'm just kidding. We'll make it something fun for them. All right. One thing I want to ask you guys. So when you make the phone call, you have the place, you have restaurant bar experience, and come. What was like one of the first things besides your, ballers and how you explain what it is, as far as a bar restaurant? Like, what are the first things that you guys wanted to concentrate on to make this place stand out?
I think the first thing was we wanted it to be inviting yet classy. And the idea was to look upscale-ish, but to still have that home bar type vibe. Yeah. Plenty of TVs. That was always a big thing for us, was to make sure that we could play, everybody's sports team possible at the same time. I think the other thing was just to be like the cheers in the neighborhood. Was kind of the idea behind us being here too all the time. Is I don't know the clientele or the people in the area if I'm not here to meet them. Especially being in Pennsylvania for so long, and coming back and I didn't get back here till December, middle of December.
Wow. Oh, you're going to get to know people really fast around here. I've been here twice, and I've already seen 5 people I know, which is kind of cool, and I haven't seen those people in a really long time. So you're attracting customers from very local here as well.
Yeah. So that was one thing with sports. So we wanted to get as many TVs in here, and we also understand that people don't just follow the Bears or the Packers here. So far, we've got a Chargers fan, a Giants fan. Brittany's a Cleveland Browns fan. I'm sorry for her. I'm a Bears fan. Not much better. And then we got Packers fans. So we are going to have the NFL ticket here. So we will be able to play everyone's favorite teams. And we have 8 large TVs. So it's inviting. It's going to be cozy. You'll be able to watch your team. And then another thing that Britt and I are foodies. We love to have good food.
Awesome.
All right. So when we go somewhere, we'll Google it. And we'll check, all right, who has the best burgers. And I'm a huge burger connoisseur, all right? Love burgers, love wings, all right? So you guys come try our burgers, and if you don't tell me it's the best burger in Lake County, I'll follow you to where it is, all right? And we'll match that.
I love that.
Okay? So we have the best burgers, half pound, farm to table, 100% Angus beef, made fresh, never frozen. And we have jumbo wings. We don't cheap out on our wings. And Wednesdays are Wing Wednesdays. So come check us out on Wednesdays. We still have the jumbo wings. We don't put something on special and cheap out on it. All right. So one thing we wanted to do is we wanted to have a great atmosphere. We wanted to have a great location. We wanted to have a great look and also great food. So I think we hit all those marks, and just come see for yourself. It's
another thing we should mention too, because we're recording here today. Looking over, you have gaming here too, because you're right outside the Grayslake limits, right? So that's another thing that attracts people as well.
Exactly. So we have 6 gaming machines.
Do you guys stay away from them? Do you play them?
So our gambling background. Brittany loves the slot machines. And I'm more of a table player.
Right.
So he specifically bought a Tesla so that the closest supercharger is the casino in Waukegan.
Oh, that stinks. How long do you have to sit there? That must be terrible for you.
30 minutes of sitting at a poker table. I don't know how I do it.
I let him leave last night to go play poker and charge his car.
You see? Sometimes you got to charge the car. That's awesome, though. Another thing that I was talking about when I walked in here, too, so I don't know if anybody ever been in this spot before, but it's dramatically changed because we're on the corner. Let's talk about maybe other people will know what was here before and make sure that we know that it has changed drastically.
Hey, neighbors. This is Bill Mock with the Grayslake Chamber of Commerce. And if you're looking for a network of hard-working, customer-focused, and generally friendly local businesses who are dedicated to helping each other succeed, then I'd like to invite you to check out and consider joining our Grayslake Chamber. We offer our members so many ways to advance their businesses through social networking events, special event sponsorships, informative lunch and learns, and the ever-popular after-hours mixers. Come see why we say we're the new wave of business here in Lake County.
This is Bob Churchill. I know you are always there for your family, caring for your children, your spouse, and even your parents. But in critical times, will you be able to make decisions that assure the best result for your family? A power of attorney may be necessary if on behalf of a loved one you need to talk to a doctor, a bank, or the college infirmary. A power of attorney may sound daunting, but the lawyers at Churchill, Quinn, Hamilton, and Van Doncelar can easily create this document for you. We are right here in Grayslake, supporting the community for over 122 years. Reach out to us at grayslakelaw.com or call us at 847-223-1500. Whether you need a power of attorney, a will, or legal help with your business, we'll take care of you so you can care for others. Go to grayslakelaw.com today for more information. Have a wonderful day, and now back to the program.
Well, we did a complete remodel to this, and one of the things that set us so far behind in our remodel was I was here 2.5 weeks, and him and I got hit by a car crossing the street in Libertyville. So
Wait, you got hit like walking?
Walking.
So we parked our car in front of O'Toole's in Libertyville, and we were walking across the street, and we both got hit by the car that was going between 35 and 40 miles per hour northbound on Milwaukee Avenue.
Thank God you're both here.
Yeah, and it was 9:30 at night. It's not like it was 2 in the morning and we were coming out of the bar. We hadn't gotten into the bar yet. But I ended up in ICU, and I was in the hospital for 2 weeks. And then I was bedridden for several weeks. And then I was in a walker, and then I was in a boot. So this project had to take a back seat.
Wow.
And I have a 15-year-old son that I had to move out here, who we got hit on Friday, and he was supposed to start his new school on Monday.
Oh my gosh. That's horrible. So, and you both look like have you recovered 100%?
I'm not, but he has.
Wow. Okay, so that wasn't even that long ago from now, right? Because you've only been open for...
And she's downplaying the injuries. So she broke both legs, both bones in her leg.
I had an L4, L5 fracture. My spleen was lacerated. My shoulder was fractured, and my rotator cuff is torn. So I now have screws and rod in my leg.
Oh my God. At that point when that happens and you're doing this, did you ever think that you might have to put this on the back burner and not do it?
That is where I feel that Britt is like Superwoman over here.
Yeah.
Walker and all, and in pain constantly. In the middle of winter, she's still out there with her walker, and we're out shopping for tile and flooring and paint colors and meeting vendors and everything. So she is such a huge inspiration for me that even after all that, she still didn't say, all right, I give up. Let's just put it, let's forget about it. And even though there were a lot of people saying, don't do it, this is a sign that you shouldn't do it, we're like, no, this is what we want. And we grinded through it.
Wow. It's almost the opposite after you go through that kind of adversity, especially when everything kind of stacked against you for the beginning and that happens. A lot of people would have quit, right?
There were days when I didn't think this was going to happen.
Oh. And I think how that question started, too, that when you had said that this wasn't an easy turnaround, right? So you guys had a lot of work to do, and you couldn't really be slowed down.
So people that are familiar with the area, this used to be the old Bada Bing Beef and the old Kathy's Kitchen location that we bought. And let's just say there hadn't been a remodel or any kind of upkeep done here probably since the last 10 years or so. So when we came in here, we had a vision of what we wanted, and we gutted the entire facility out and we made it our own. And when we bought the location, it had kitchen equipment, but the thing is, if you want quality food, you need quality equipment. So we replaced all the new kitchen equipment. So when your burger comes out, you don't want it to be medium rare on one side and well done on the other side. you know. Right. So we replaced all the equipment. We unfortunately had to take out Brittany's office to put a walk-in cooler, and that's just so we can create a larger menu.
Okay.
Right. So there were a lot of obstacles in the way, but the thing is, the vision that we had, we wanted to complete that, right? And we did. And we also put in a keg system, right?
Beautiful.
So we have 8 beers on tap: Yingling, Miller Lite, Coors Light, Modelo, Sam Adams, Blue Moon, and a Lightning Kugel Summer Shandy.
Nice.
And then we'll always have an IPA, whether it's Ninth Hour or Anti-Hero.
Beautiful. Okay, so when you guys are doing this and you're fixing the whole place up, because you're foodies, I would love to sit and hear what the menu selection looked like with you guys at home, like putting things together. Like, what were the first things? I know you said you really like burgers. Did you build it around saying, all right, these are a few staple things we have, and then work around that, or they're like half the things that we had to have on the menu? So
with Brittany's experience in the restaurant industry, she likes to cross-use a lot of the ingredients to where, okay, I was just all about burgers, all right? So we created a burger, okay, and then after that, then she's like, okay, we can use this and we can make a wrap out of this, right? So then we created some menus for the wraps, right? And then from the wraps, it came to salads, and she created all the salads. You guys have to come try the salads. They're incredible. They're different from where you're going to get, and they're large portions.
I also created the hangover burger, though.
She did also create the hangover burger.
Tell me about that. I don't need it today.
All right. Yeah. So the Baller's hangover burger is cheddar cheese, fried egg, smashed tater tots, bacon, and house sriracha aioli on a brioche bun.
The perfect hangover food.
That'll do it. Wow.
Yeah. So when she was telling me about this, I'm like, eggs on a burger? Who the heck does that? She's like, you have no idea.
I like the tater tots on there, personally. I think that's a great idea.
So Brittany knows me. I'm like a big man child, right? And I love me my tater tots. So tater tots had to be on the menu. And the way that our head chef, Pancho, does the tater tots, they are just crispy and just full of flavor. So I think tater tots are probably our most selling item, because anytime you buy a wrap, or if you buy a burger, or if you buy a sandwich, you get a choice of fries, tots, or coleslaw. And our coleslaw is homemade, made fresh every day. And our coleslaw is really good. And then you can also upgrade to sweet potato fries and onion rings.
Yeah.
And I was never a big fan of sweet potato fries, but Britt was eating them one day. I'm like, I just took a bite and I was like, oh wow, these are good. So I haven't tried anything on the menu that I haven't liked. And like I said, I'm a big foodie, and I'm not just saying that because it's my own place. Right. It's actually really good. We put a lot of heart into creating this menu. And then another thing is, we were at the store shopping for appliances, and we wanted to do flatbreads.
Love flatbreads.
So we also have flatbreads here as well. So you guys got to come try those. We have cheese, a veggie delight, pepperoni, sausage, barbecue chicken, buffalo chicken, and a chicken baked ranch flatbread.
I'll take the last one. That one sounds good. Okay, so making it must be fun. You got to have like somewhere, like, where do you stop, right? Like, because once you open the door to salads, and then flatbreads, and then burgers.
Yeah, I had to reel him in a little bit.
You should see the look on her face right now.
He wanted pasta and steak dinner and this and that, and I was like, we do not have the space for that. Nor, you have to understand, the kitchen is not that big, and for them to pump out the food, because everything is made to order.
Right.
So people, from simple things like chips and guac, he makes your order of guac at the time that you order the chips and guac.
Oh, awesome.
Because when it sits, it gets brown, so things do take a little bit longer to get made here. But it's fresh, and it's made to order. So I had to kind of reel him in on certain things, because he just wanted everything.
I told you I love to eat.
Yeah. Hey, it's okay to ask, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, your kitchen's never going to function that way.
Right.
Especially on a busy day. They have to be able to put out food, but they also have to be able to put out quality food.
Sure.
So if you get your burger today and it's great, and you get it in a week and it's not, that's not okay.
Right.
We're not. So our big thing is, yes, it does take a little bit of time to get your food, but it's going to be the same quality every time.
Well, yes, what do they say? The great restaurants and everywhere you go, it's about consistency, right? So you want to make sure that everything's just as fresh and just as good anytime you come, right?
And your restaurant is as good as your chef is. So when we were opening this restaurant, everyone's just like, oh, you can get somebody just, they just got to flip burgers. No, we didn't want that. So we waited and waited and waited till we found the right person. And we got lucky with Pancho. Right? Pancho has over 30 years of experience in the restaurant industry. He helped us create the menu. And like I said, one thing that he always has is consistency. So he's been with us from the beginning, and he's brought on someone with him that he's worked with for the last 20 years too. So we have an amazing chef here to where you're going to get that consistency.
Nice. And looking around, it makes me smile when you walk in the door here, because this is a place to just come for lunch, bring the family for lunch, or have an after-work beer, or hang out all night, right? So you kind of have a very diverse.
Yep. So as of right now, Fridays and Saturdays, we're open till 1 a.m.
Okay.
Our biggest hurdle right now is I don't think that people know that we're open for lunch. We are also a family restaurant and a sports bar. So we open our doors at 11 a.m. So stop on by, have some lunch here.
Yeah. I heard a rumor that you guys are open at 10:59 a.m. Is that true?
That's true.
How did that happen?
Well, the problem is I wanted to be open at 10:30.
Okay.
He thinks being open at 10:30 was too early. And after working, all these days straight, it's been hard to get here at 10:30. So he's like, we'll push it to 11. So 10:59 became the number in negotiations.
I think that's good. I think it's good. It's easy for people to remember, right? Hey, they're open at 10:59. We can go over there right now and have lunch.
Yes, you can.
It's a very good idea. And we're recording before you guys open. So what's tend to be your busiest day, like during the week, besides Friday and Saturday?
Taco Tuesday.
Really?
There is not an open seat in here.
Great.
On Taco Tuesday.
Okay, I'm missing out. Okay, so what kind of tacos can I have?
So it is chicken, steak, beef, or shrimp. Some weeks we do have fish. It depends on if it comes in on time or not.
Okay.
We do corn or flour tortillas, and you can do them with onions and cilantro, or you can do them with lettuce, tomato, cheese, sour cream. And then we do taco salads. So we do them in the tortilla taco bowl that we make here, and you can choose your protein. And then it's also lettuce, cheese, black olives, black beans, sour cream. And then our salsa is homemade. Our chef makes our salsa homemade. He also makes all of our sauces for tacos. And then the shrimp tacos are usually purple cabbage and a Baja sauce that we put on it.
Yum. Okay, we got Taco Tuesday. We got Wing Wednesday. What else do we have through the week?
Fish fry Friday.
Oh, you have a fish fry? Okay.
So it's more of a fish dinner. He does 3 pieces of beer battered cod, homemade coleslaw, french fries, and homemade tartar sauce.
Fantastic. Or what about Thursday?
That's Thirsty Thursday.
Oh, that's Thirsty Thursday. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. And I'm working on a happy hour right now that I'm going to run probably from 3 to 6.
Okay.
So I'll do specials on beer. I'll probably run a Tito's special. On Taco Tuesday, I do $4 margaritas. I will also probably do some Long Island specials during happy hour. So I'm still working on a happy hour that we can consistently have throughout the week. So I should be rolling that out on Monday once I finalize a couple things.
That's awesome. And keep me updated, because I'd love to have that stuff out for people to learn about. I'm excited. I've already learned more. I would say that my job doing this, it's always continuing education, because some people might drive by and see a little sports bar. Some may see a restaurant, right? Mm-hmm. Do you have kids stuff on the menu too?
Yep. And just see learning. L in Ballers is for learning.
Learning, see? Exactly.
All right, we do have a kids menu. So we have chicken tenders, grilled cheese, grilled chicken breast with a choice of side, and cheeseburger sliders.
Done. I'm in. I'm gonna bring whoever over to eat as much as possible. Okay, so for community-wise, when you guys start, obviously, advertising. I saw you guys have had a post out or something on, I think it was on Facebook, right? So, and one thing we like to encourage everybody right now. So it's Ballers sports bar? How is it listed on?
Ballers Bar and Grill, Third Lake is what it's listed on.
Got you.
Facebook.
Got you. So, and that's the way I found about it. I saw like something, wait, there's a new bar in the Grayslake area. So, okay, and everybody listening right now, so I know you guys give me crap about whether I'm not outside of Grayslake proper or if it's 60030. So we are 60030 Third Lake, so we want to make sure, and we have had some other businesses around here that we want to highlight. And one of the most important things to me is that I feel like after all of this time, it's kind of been my job to make sure that people in Grayslake and our community, we support each other. I couldn't think of a better town for people to come out, but same thing. We eat the same places all the time. So I encourage everybody to get out and support because it's a big deal. And if you haven't learned from these guys, you put your heart and soul into something. And then my point of everything was you open, you put a couple things out there, and when you sit here the first day, it must be crazy going, oh shit, is anybody coming? Like, what's going on?
And you know what? That is exactly what went through our minds the first week that we were here.
Really?
We opened on a Monday, and we were super excited. And we were like, okay, we're going to open the doors, and people are just going to come flooding in.
They're lined up outside.
And unfortunately, we're not corporate like Bona Beef and all these people, so we don't have the assets to get all that grand opening marketing. And plus, with all the hurdles that we had to cross, we didn't know when our opening date was going to be with inspections and whatnot, right? So when we opened the doors, for the first 3 days, we literally just stood here and just looked out the window like, where are people? And
it's got to be scary, right?
It was scary. And then there was a bit of a doubt, like, oh no, what do we do? Right? But the thing that I love about mine and Britt's relationship is we pick each other up, right? So there's always going to be a time when you're down, right? But the thing is, we pick each other up, and we just stayed focused. We stayed positive, and we're like, you know what? It'll come. And then Pancho, who, like I said, has over 30 years of restaurant experience, he's like, guys, relax. Don't worry. It takes a couple months before a restaurant starts going, right? Before you get known. So we stayed positive. We kept our head up, and then we had a lot of locals start coming in, and then we started getting Google reviews, and that helped a lot. So everyone listening, it is very important if you come in and you enjoy your experience, or if you don't, because you know what, that's what reviews are for.
Sure.
To be honest, right? But if you enjoy, leave a review, because that goes a long way. Just this past weekend, we had a couple teams in the area, and they were from out of town, and they found us on Google, and they're like, hey, we saw your reviews when we came in, and they loved it.
That is awesome, because you know what, so many people that own businesses and own restaurants especially, like, you live and die on Google reviews. So no matter what restaurant you're going to, I love that message, because everybody, you can make a difference at places that you love and how to support them.
So as of right now, we have 22 reviews.
I'm one of them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And those 22 reviews go a long way, and that's why when you come in here, if I'm that annoying one pestering you, please leave a review, please leave a review. It helps us a lot, more than you'll ever know, right? Because even when me and Britt, we go out of town or we go somewhere, we look at Google and we read the reviews to see, the atmosphere, the quality of food, is it good or not, right?
Right.
So it helps drive business in.
Absolutely. And gives people a real snapshot, right? Like because everybody's perception is different, right? You could have the best burger in the world, or I could be like, meh, but it's good to have everybody's opinion, right?
Yeah.
And
I just need people to start coming in for lunch, because otherwise I take myself outside and I read my book and I sit in the sun. As much as I miss
But you do have a good tan, and you're well read.
I'm working on it. But I would rather be in here in the air conditioning serving.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that right now is something that we're working on, is getting the crowd here between 11 and 3, right, for that lunch.
Yes. That's good, and hopefully this will help spread the word as well, to go around and make sure that we can get people to come in, and I'm going to come by and have a burger someday with you too. So,
Perfect.
A couple things too, before we're wrapping up and everything, because this is so much about Grayslake and our community and how we support each other. I do, and I know that have you guys had a chance to listen to a show yet? Have you listened to a podcast yet? I hope not. Good. I like that. See? So one of the things we do to make sure everybody can get to know everybody a little bit better, because I believe people come to and patronize our local business for a couple of reasons. A, they just want to try it out to find, or they love the owners and the things behind it that they want to come and try and support. So as people come out to support you, we do a couple things called our Grayslake Hot Seat questions. So a couple rapid fire questions to get to know you guys just a little bit better. And because of the look on Britt's face, we're going to start with her. We're going to go back and forth. The Grayslake Hot Seat is brought to you by Joe Velez at JPV Financial. It's often said that those who fail to plan are planning to fail. Joe Velez and his team at JPV Financial create unique financial plans that address some of the most difficult challenges that people might face as they get older. No matter what stage of life you're in, having a proactive financial plan can help navigate some of the difficult decisions you'll face, helping you live your life by design, not default. Securities and investment advisory service offered through Osaic Wealth Inc. Member FINRA SIPC. Now for the Grayslake Hot Seat. Hey, thanks, Joe. Well, a couple serious, a couple non-serious, but I will start with. We'll go easy on you for the first one. All right.
I appreciate.
Tell me a place in the world that you'd like to travel that you have not been.
I have two that are my top two.
All right.
Italy.
Yes.
And Ireland.
Okay, go big or go home, right?
Uh-huh.
So when are you planning these? When you get a day off here?
Yeah.
We can start there.
We decided once we got far enough into this where we were able to actually let other people bartend and let other people serve, that would be one of the things that we did, either as a honeymoon or just as a trip to go. We're going to do one for one and one for the other.
Okay, I'm going to check back in and make sure that you do those too. Just don't say them, you have to do them too. All right, besides travel, give me something on your bucket list.
Skydiving.
Really?
Yes. So, I'm scared of heights.
Me too.
All right. So, I was also in construction, and I built houses last 5-6 years. And every time I used to climb up on that roof, my carpenter would mess with me, and he said, all right, let's go. I'm like, what are we doing? Shingles. And every time I got to the edge, I'd be like freaked out, right?
Absolutely.
So I feel that me jumping out of an airplane would just eliminate that fear completely, and it would just be a huge,
I'm not so sure about that, but you tell me how that works out for you.
I will.
It's also on my bucket list.
Is it really?
Yes.
Okay.
However, I told him not this year after the accident and all of those things, that we were not doing that this year. Maybe next summer.
Exactly. All right, really quick. First car you ever owned?
First car I ever owned was a 1993 Nissan Maxima.
Okay. First car, Britt.
A 94 Ford Probe.
See, how can we all remember exactly what our cars are? Isn't that great? With the 12-year-old versions of yourselves, think that you're cool.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Without a doubt.
Really?
The coolest person in the world. Mm-hmm.
That's because you're ballers.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
That's it. Do either one of you have a nickname?
No.
It's kind of funny. My cousins from Nebraska stopped in here on their way to Erie the other night. And so they're my second cousins. So they're, a little bit older than I am growing up.
Yeah.
And they always called me Brit Brat.
All right.
Because I do tend to get a little saucy or spicy sometimes.
Yeah, she does. I can confirm that.
Yep. That remains to be seen. See, we have to have people be here long enough where they know that for sure. All right, we'll just do a couple because I know that the front door is open in here and we have clients outside. So let's do. If you had to have a theme party at your house, what would it be? Oh, you can do this collectively as well. Theme party at your house. What is it going to be?
A theme party at a house. What would it be? Ooh.
I would probably say it would have something to do with Hawaiian.
Oh.
A Hawaiian theme party would be nice.
All right.
Actually, my 40th birthday party was a Hawaiian theme party, and it was great.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
I didn't guess that out of you two. I was going to say something different, but
A sports theme?
Yeah, I was going to say it was going to be a football thing, or like a Super Bowl party when it's not the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl party
Super
every
Bowl
year.
parties every year.
Right. You
Yeah.
got to have one when it's not the Super Bowl, though. That would make it a theme party.
Yes.
See?
Yes.
Okay, so let's do this for Grayslake because I know that we have people out here. I'm sorry to rush you guys. Message to Grayslake, one more shout out and why to come here. And by the way, Grayslake, you're going to get 10% off of your total bill if you come in here and mention that you listen to this podcast today. So you guys message to Grayslake before we sign off.
Grayslake, come visit us. You're going to have an amazing atmosphere to hang out at. We have video gaming. We have multiple TVs. You can watch any game, any team you like. And the food is out of this world.
We do have the marquee channel, so the Cubs are always on.
Amen.
We do also put the White Sox on for any White Sox fans. But if there's golf on, we put lacrosse on for somebody the other day. If we have it, we can put it on the TV for you.
Awesome.
So you can pick your TV, we'll put it on. We're generally here to make your experience comfortable and to enjoy your time here.
Love it. I'm going to tell you guys what I took out of today. It doesn't have anything to do with the restaurant. It doesn't have anything to do with sports, except for, I think you both, it's cool to see teamwork. It's cool to see, if I say how much you guys love each other and how you guys work together for a common dream that you didn't know was a common dream until he called you, but he got you here. The fact that we're sitting here and the relationships and the just everything behind of how you guys want to serve people and that you genuinely care about people is the reason that I would come here. So I appreciate your
and we tell
passion and your
people
jobs.
that you get live entertainment here because him and I will go back and forth at each other, but it's not like in a mean way.
Right.
And so people get a huge kick out of it because that's how we vibe together. That's just who we are as people.
I love it.
So if you didn't know us, people may be like, oh, but it's all in fun, and so we poke at each other. That's probably one of the best things about us is we just have fun most of the time.
And that entertainment is offered daily. That's
daily.
Not the, we don't need a Thursday to do that.
Nope.
Yeah, it's mainly me trying to learn how to work at a restaurant and her making fun of me for trying to learn how to do it because
I will get a cold beer and I'll pull myself up to the bar and watch that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you guys very much. Anything else you want to mention before we sign off?
Nope, we just appreciate the people that have come in and given us an opportunity. Our regulars that we get, especially from Sunshine, that's our golf court crew. They come in several times a week. And, we do have regulars that we see 3-4 times a week.
Nice.
And we truly appreciate it.
Awesome. I'd like to become one of your irregulars. So I thank you for what you guys doing. Go ahead.
One last thing. If you are at the car wash and you're getting your car washed, instead of sitting there for 30 to 45 minutes or to an hour, come on over and we'll offer you a 10% discount while you wait. You can have a cocktail, have a beer, or just have a meal.
That's awesome. So yeah, I wouldn't even think of that too. So that's great.
Yep, you just have to mention you're getting your car washed.
Nice. There's a lot of things they have to mention. We'll make sure that they do. Yep. Well, thank you guys very much. I really appreciate your time. I wish you guys the best of luck. I think this is going to be great over here. So
Thank you so much.
Yes. And Grayslake, come out, have a beer, make sure to mention the show. And as we always end, make sure that wherever you guys are listening, whether you're on Spotify, whether you're on Apple, whether you're on YouTube, whatever the 100 listening platforms this is on, do me a favor and subscribe. That's your kind of way of saying thank you to us, but you'll also be alerted of a new guest every Tuesday, so that's kind of cool. And get out there today. We never know what our friends or family or anybody's going through, so get out there, do 1-2 different random acts of kindness, whether it's holding the door for somebody, just a smile, just be a good human, because kindness spreads like wildfire. And you can do that over a beer at Ballers. What the heck?
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
All right, Grayslake, thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you next Tuesday, everybody. Most people have no idea what to do with their aging loved one who needs help. Well, there is a solution. A company that provides care and assistance to make your loved one feel right at home. At Right at Home, their mission statement is to improve the quality of life for those they serve. They offer extensive services: personal and companion care, safety supervision and transportation, fall prevention, dressing and bathing assistance, medical reminders, meal prep, hospice support, ambulation support, stroke recovery, Parkinson's support. The list goes on and on and on. If you have an aging loved one that needs help, call Right at Home. Most people prefer to age in their home rather than moving to an assisted living or nursing home. Right at Home can make this happen. Contact Right at Home at rightathomenlc.com or give them a call, 847-984-0103. Now back to the show.